I'm not quite sure. Then... Okay.
Are we ready?
We are live.
We are live.
All right.
All right. What's up, guys?
Nobody's watching yet.
Yeah, but whatever.
Anyways, the podcast is going to go. We're going to talk over the podcast regardless of anybody in here anyway.
Irregardless.
All right. For those probably on VOD, probably the re-upload on YouTube, this is a Twitch live stream of the KickAwesome podcast, starring me.
And me.
Sandwich Peeps.
That's me.
Hey, and coincidentally, the shorter version of our online handles are something you can enjoy at lunch.
Yes. Although, if you're enjoying Peeps at lunch, you know, you might want to question your life's choices up to that point. I mean...
Of how awesome your life is for having Peeps for lunch?
Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
So
we're going to play Biller Instinct.
So, what do you want to talk about this week? Because normally we'd come up with a topic, but we just...
Ah, it's Cocker!
And he's got the banjo suit. And
that's awesome.
I put that together for you.
Thank you. I'm quite pleased.
Have to get some Arby going on here.
Arby and the Chief.
Yep. And I missed that series. So like, one of the things is there was a topic I really wanted to talk about this week.
Well, we could just keep just play and chat, and I'm sure it'll come up.
Well, how about this? The upgrading of the consoles.
Okay.
It's okay. So I find it extremely weird that they're even wanting to do this.
It kind of makes sense, though.
It does make sense, but
in the idea that game consoles are basically PCs now.
Well, okay. So the PlayStation has an obvious reason to do it.
Why?
To prepare for PlayStation VR.
Okay.
And to be able to handle both doing the PlayStation, being able to project to the PlayStation VR, and also produce content in 4K.
Okay.
Okay, so that is definitely.
Still want a little feedback. I want to be able to hear the pops. Okay, I just want to also say, my favorite thing about Season 3 is that they brought back the 1, 2, 3!
That was in Season 2.
Was it?
Yeah. It's actually always been in Killer Instinct, I think.
Well, since they brought back the... since they changed the way... since they added in the Shadow Meter.
Well, the Shadow Meter's been in Season 1.
Well, no, I meant it wasn't in, Killer Instinct 1 or 2.
Oh, yeah. So,
yeah, upgrading consoles.
And
then the idea of,
Well, Microsoft has not confirmed it, but there's been some developers say they've received dev kits saying otherwise.
Right.
And devs are kind of like the more reliable source, because if they're reporting that Xbox is giving them upgraded consoles...
Ah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So that's one of the things.
Do. Do 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 do. Oh, you got me, it appears. Yep, there it goes. That was a pretty good fight.
Yeah.
Usually our first fights are incredibly one-sided.
Well, okay, the upgrading of the consoles is going to be... I think it's going to be a moot point, though. Because, okay, so, like me, who's been in on the purchase of 3 Xbox Ones...
Right.
May not be willing...
To buy a new one?
To buy a new console, okay?
Well, especially considering you don't have a 4K television.
Well, okay. Okay, the dev kits have never said that they were specifically for that. It was more like an upgrade.
No, but I'm thinking that would definitely be included.
Well, it's definitely an upgrade to the current console. I think one of the things is it's trying to address a lot of the hardware issues that the Xbox One has had. Like, it's not producing resolution like the PlayStation 4 is, because almost 90% of the AAA titles on Xbox One are resoluting at 900p.
Okay.
And whereas
PS4 is more often...
It's at 1080p, 100%. Almost.
Well, that's also because they're built differently. The Xbox is built more for multitasking.
It definitely has a good, strong multitasking ability. Of course, I can't speak for the PlayStation 4, though.
Right. Well, I've played a little bit over at one of my friends' house, and that's the thing. The beauty of it is, I don't remember how she plays. Is she a quarter circle character?
Kind of. But she's also got like some air, like a lot of stuff you do in the air like that.
Okay.
So, I mean, Microsoft does have a way to do it. They're definitely. I think they're also preparing for the HoloLens.
True.
But word is that the HoloLens isn't. I mean, they're working on the HoloLens, but I don't. Only a very few devs have the HoloLens
to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. And I keep forgetting how cool the HoloLens seems because the HTC Vive is what's really captured my attention lately.
Well, okay, so I was watching the one of the Rooster Teeth podcasts with the Patch.
Oh,
it has like what is his name? Well, it has Meg Turney and a couple other guys from. Well, it has like Ashley Jenkins and Meg Turney and one of the heads of Rooster Teeth on there.
Yeah.
And they were one of the guys on there was talking about how the HTC Vive, he had a problem with it. Whereas, okay, he described the HTC Vive as having like 2 lighthouses, which basically are like sprinklers for infrared beams,
right?
For tracking. So, and it's got moving parts inside of it, so it's like a spinning really fast.
Right.
Okay. So, and one of them broke.
Okay.
And there is definitely one of those things where I think if that's a problem, because like I know the Oculus has a single stand, which,
right,
you know, and then if the Vive has 2 and it has moving parts, and I mean
that'll wear out.
Yeah. It'll wear out, you know, and that's a legit concern that I think I have.
Right. And especially because that's the thing is like for $800, like I was looking into getting one, like not seriously. Because that's not something I would just go out and buy on a whim, and especially considering I don't have a ton of space and everything. But, man, we should play Killing Floor on here. Oh my gosh.
I don't have Killing Floor, though.
Oh, it's tons of fun. Well, no, I mean, I just meant like another day.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. My settings change. I guess I forgot to hit update.
Aganos.
Am I playing Aganos?
You are. And I'm TJ Combo. TJ Combo. AKA Jax. Are we ready?
Hold on.
I like that we both ducked our necks.
Okay, let's do this. gonna get some. I'm gonna get stoned real quick. Flick.
Mm. Dang. Man. I do not know how to fight against Aghanos. Aghanos and
I really don't know how.
Arya are the two that I don't know how to defend against.
Hold on, I'm getting stoned real quick. See, like Aghanos to me seems like one of them like really daunting characters to learn, and I actually thought about it because I was talking to one of my friends at work, the one I challenged. I told him I was going to train for Evo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was sitting there just talking to him and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Douche. A double dose.
And
You beat me with a flick.
And I was telling him, it was like I needed to learn some characters, right? And I told him I thought Aghanos would be one of the characters that I kind of need to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
at least to defend against.
Well, okay, I told him I needed to learn every character, but on that premise alone is
you got to know how they work before you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep going randos.
Yeah, Rando's a pretty good way to do it.
That way we don't just keep picking our characters we like.
And if we just happen to end up on a character we like.
You got a character I like.
I actually went on and ranked. If you look down there, I am silver ranked.
Nice. I was silver last season. I haven't played since they reset the tiers.
Well, they're gonna reset the tiers again in like 2 weeks.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. It has some. Yeah.
I went and got me a ranked online and see how I'd fare.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I did okay, and then it started matching me up with a bunch of level 50s, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing that much. Come on.
I have faced the flood and silenced truth.
I don't know that I dig this new design.
Well, that's technically his design from
5?
Yeah.
I never played 5.
Oh man. Okay. 5 has its problems.
Okay.
No split screen for 1.
That's the biggest problem for me. Holy crap.
I just don't know how to play her.
You seem to be doing alright to me.
Well, I'm definitely more button mashing than anything else, trying to figure out how to...
I'm just... You always forget about how big elites are supposed to be. Or, what are they, Sangeli?
Yeah, the Sangheili.
Sangheili, that's it.
Hey, you know, I should really let you borrow Halo 5.
Yeah? Is it cool? Do you need an online pace?
No.
Not that I ever play online, but still. Woo!
Nice,
that was a pretty
there.
good combo.
Nice finisher there, man.
Thank you.
No, I was talking to guys, like, I really wanted Shadow Counter.
I don't know how I did that. I don't know enough about this game to know exactly how I win sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I vaguely know how shadow counters work.
Yeah. One of the things is I want to learn how to play this.
I wish there was an option In a lot of the... I'm sorry to interrupt your thought. The stupid chair keeps sinking.
Yeah, it's a bad chair.
This has been a very good chair. Anyway, what was I saying?
You said not to interrupt your thought.
In a lot of older games that had less memory, especially on the Saturn and I think a few on the PlayStation, they had the option for a quick rematch feature. Not that it would just load the characters you used again, but it would bring up a text-only character select option that would let you just jump back into it instead of loading the character select screen again. And,
yeah.
And I feel like a lot of games could benefit nowadays from that. Alright, one of your faves, and... Oh, I've never played as Omen. Does he play like Jago at all?
No, not at all. But he does have some pretty broken stuff. That.
Oh, he's super floaty. I don't know what I'm doing.
So, training for Evo. Definitely one of those things like I've always wanted to do, right? I want to go to Evo, right? Mm-hmm. And I thought there would be nothing cool to get up on like that main stage.
Have at least one, even if you get destroyed.
Yeah. Pass the prelims, right? Get up on the main stage, play. I mean, it's definitely one of those things. Like I just want to. That was definitely a friggin' Jago's animation.
That was his stance, yeah. Oh, and I locked you out of your shadow.
Yeah. Yeah, he has that ability. It comes back though. Not like what was it? Orochimaru's ultimate move in the first ninja. I'm gonna put that as up like I don't know how to fight against Omen.
I don't know how to fight as Omen, but it seems like he's broken enough that I don't need to know.
If you notice, he had 3 shadow meters.
I saw that. Well, because he's an old boss character, right? He was the boss of season... No? Just a boss in the sense that he possessed Shadow Jago?
He was the... he was the demon that possessed Shadow Jago. Whenever Jago was worshipping a false god because he thought he was worshipping the tiger god or whatever. And he was actually worshipping the Gargos.
Mm. I'm interested to see how they handle Gargos in this.
Yeah, because he's the next character.
Well, because he's such a relic in the sense of he looks like a Harryhausen creature. You know, he looks like he's straight out of like Clash of Titans or whatever.
Yeah.
Man, I had a lot of fun not very long ago playing some teaching. Do you know Brad, Steve's nephew?
Mm-hmm.
He brought over Halo Anniversary Edition, and me and Steve Dave played him in some good old fashioned Halo 1 multi. And it was. I was surprised at how much fun I had. How do I pick up my guys?
Backflip. Oh, you have to backflip over them. Or Activate Instinct, I think, actually picks them up automatically.
I love how you automatically know what I mean when I say, how do I pick up my guys?
Well, we have been friends a long time. I know what you mean.
This is true. Whoa, I like her rising upper.
How did you get like 2 instincts in one life?
Don't ask me. I'm not going to question it. I just like it. Have you ever paid attention to the story in this? I love Hisako's story, how
Like
they pulled her out of hiding by desecrating her burial ground, and I thought that was really cool. Like it's that the robot, the bad Arya. Like, I don't know. It's weird to me, like that a robot would have that thought. It's like, oh yeah, let's desiccate her gravesite, and maybe that'll pull her out.
You know, it's funny because I was sitting there watching. What was it? No, I was driving around in town here, right? And all of a sudden, I came up against a truck that was like a
darn it, you got me.
it was like a pest control company, right? Called Ultratech.
I may have seen that truck also.
I was just like,
man, you know what this stage always makes me think of? We need to do a playthrough of Fatal Frame 2.
yes. I actually thought about picking up the Fatal Frame for Wii U.
Yeah? Isn't that, you like use the gamepad? Like,
yeah. It seems like it would be intuitive.
That would make for excellent twitching.
Oh, I know what we need to talk about.
Okay.
Frickin' the
Sex Baby, you and me.
The frickin', I think, bad treatment of reviews of Star Fox Zero.
I haven't read any yet.
Okay, so a lot of people, I've seen a lot of stuff from like Metacritic.
Mm-hmm.
Metacritic, as the last time I looked, had about a 70% rating, which isn't bad. Okay.
Whoa, mirror match.
Even classic costumes. Wow.
That's Huh.
Anyways, a 70% rating. Okay.
Okay.
Anywhere.
What did Famitsu give it? That's my dipping stick.
Do you know who my dipping stick is? The Completionist.
Yeah. What did he say?
Finipede it.
Okay.
He said he loved that game, and he's one of those people who whenever he plays a game to enjoy it like I enjoy to play a game.
Right.
So like his word, like if any person I've never met before were to say something that I would believe on a review for a game, it is definitely the Completionist. Okay.
Right.
He said it, like, okay, there are barriers, but once you get past the barriers, the game is awesome.
Like, I've heard that the controls can be awkward, but I mean that's true of any game that doesn't use a standard control scheme, you know. Okay, I really like Sadira. I've never really used her much. That was a waste.
Yep. See, I thought Sedaris was going to be like the vampire character or whatever, but she's the
Spider Lady. Spider Lady, Spider Lady, does whatever a Spider Lady does.
You wasted a counter breaker.
Yeah, I was just kind of button mashing at that point. So, explain to me again how you set up a counter breaker.
Okay. When you think somebody's going to, like, see, like I did that thing right there. Counter breaker is basically medium and
mediums.
The two mediums together, and it'll go into that stance right there. And if somebody tries to break you, you'll counter break them.
But you cash out the combo there.
No. You don't cash out the combo. You're actually, like, your fall meter goes back down to 0, and you can continue the combo on.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a huge punishment.
Okay. Let's see. I thought it was if you went into that stance and they didn't counter, I thought it cashed it out.
No, it stops the combo though.
Well, that's what I meant. I used the wrong terminology.
It is a risk-reward kind of thing.
Whoops. I clicked on Shadow Iago. Shadow Iago.
Are you buying me Shadow Iago?
How much is he?
$10. He's not worth it to me.
No. For a boss character, I mean, let me pay $10 to get the cheapest character in the game.
Okay, so technically, I need to learn Shadow Jago as well, though.
Right.
Because he's going to be played.
Right. That's the thing that's frustrating is I realize that they toned him down a lot from his boss moves and what have you, but they need to do like Akuma where they actually changed him. Like, Akuma is a regular character now. He's
Not-
still considered
not-
a boss character.
Not like his Third Strike version.
Yeah, well, he's super strong still, but man, he's a freaking glass cannon. Do you have armor? You have armor frames?
I think so.
Or I guess you would call it hyper armor or whatever, right? If I were to use, Marvel superheroes lingo. You get a big stick for your... You're basically playing a Swamp Thing, only he's a golem.
Oh man! Speaking of Gollum, do you remember watching Monster Rancher?
The cartoon?
Yeah,
Yeah?
a Gollum, like the big stone guy,
Yeah,
and Mochi.
I remember Mochi. I don't... And, what was it? Seizo or...
Suezo.
Suezo, that's it. What's her finisher? Where is it?
Ultras.
Yeah, I don't see ultras.
Oh, they're right there. Finishers. One over. Back that way. Right there. Finishers.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you while we were comboing.
Still not good with Argonos.
Argonos. You know what? I want to try something. Hit rematch. I was hoping that it would do 2 random characters.
Actually, if you look at my little meter down there, above my meter,
I see your rock holes.
and I believe I can replenish by doing this. I actually like classic Argonos too. He has a pretty cool costume.
I don't think I've seen him.
He actually looks like he's a mechanical golem instead.
Oh, no, I do remember this now. Ah, I wasted a shadow. Whoa, what? Oh. Quarter circle triple kick.
Yeah, ultra combo. Oh well, the unfair treatment of Star Fox Zero It seems like because there's a kind of like barrier for people to play that it's not a good game.
Right. Well, that's like people saying that Eve isn't a good game. You know, Eve Online.
Yeah.
Because that's got a huge barrier to entry.
Cash.
Yeah, basically. I like the spin-off of it. What was it called? Dust 415? I played that on PS4. Because it was kind of cool, because what you did in Dust 415 affected the actual economy in EVE Online. We're playing with opposite characters right now.
Yeah. See, there's something about the plasticky of the classic costume there that it just doesn't sit right to me.
I think, well, because that's how old CG was. I mean,
I know, but it's just...
Target spotted.
This should be quick.
This should be quick.
Busting out them flick flacks.
So I was telling the guy who I was playing against, it's just like he's going to change his gamer tag to get flip flacked. And you are destroying me.
And I don't know how.
I don't even know.
Mad freaking button mashes. What's her Shadow Cat? Shadow Cat. Or does it only come out whenever you ultra or instinct?
Oh, his is a freaking back and forth, up and downs. Do that knee.
What's her ultra? What's her ultra? There we go. Wait, did I do it? Oh. I forgot. Meow.
One step closer to flushing out Ultra Tech.
Sheila basically looks like in the face with the poofy hair and everything. She's either a regular Jane. Oh man, what's her face? Barbarella. Jane.
Jane Fonda.
Yeah, all I can think of is Jane Goodall.
Talking to the monkeys.
But like she also makes me think of Lady Rambo.
Oh.
I hit back.
Good.
What's another good two-man game that we have?
I mean, there's a lot of two-man games.
Ooh, Yago. It kind of bothers me that, like, I don't get experience for playing multi with you.
Yeah, I can see that.
Is this Shadow Jago Lair?
No, this is
Oh, this is Conra, yeah. I wish I could do the Gregorian throats chanting or whatever.
Wow. Okay, this is gonna sound awful, but I suck at Glacius.
No, it's okay. I get it. Like he is pretty. He's hard to get used to.
How do you?
I guess I was in range.
Well, no. You can. You just stop getting your life back.
Ah. Puddle punch. I forget that it's called that. That sounds like one of the moves from, like it would be a move from, Cameo.
Alright, I think we're in the short end of the stick on picks here.
You have been, yes. I think I need to do my hair like that, though.
I'm afraid you're
Out to here.
Actually, I think next time,
Oh, jeez.
you know I'm not going random this time, right?
Fine. Fair enough. Let's see. Why do you always have an XP boost?
Because I bought the Ultra Edition.
Ah. Gonna be Orchid. I will try Tusk. I haven't played as him yet.
He's really good.
And I'll be the cool Chris Hemsworth version.
Actually, I think there's actually a helmet for him that makes him look like Odin.
Yeah?
Target spotted.
Flick flack.
This should be quick.
Let me show you my sword, honey.
tempered my blade.
It's big.
Darn it. Combo breaker. I wish I could do like the downward thrust like Link could in Soul Calibur Dose.
Tell you the truth, there is a character who has a similar move to that.
Me?
No, actually, Sadira actually has one.
Oh yeah, her is it quarter circle forward kick in there? That was pretty close.
Yeah.
One step closer to flushing out Ultra Tech.
See, one of the things I was talking to my buddy about, one of my friends, was that if I wanted to do the whole Evo thing, I'm going to have to give me a fight stick.
Yeah. There are people who play with pads.
Yeah. Look at this guy. He's going up to the main stage with a pad. He's a pad player.
You know what would be really, really satisfying? Is to get crazy good with, like, a Wiimote. Just a Wiimote. Like playing professional Smash.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun. Boo 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 doo. Dun dun dun. Boo 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 doo doo. Dun dun dun. In fact, I think we should let that play out at the beginning of this match.
That's fine. Just let me build some Shadow Meter. Slowly, but I'll build Shadow Meter.
Right. I like your Xbox colors.
I'm crashing this party.
Dun dun dun. Doo 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 doo. Dun, dun, dun. Dooba-dooba-dooba-da. Oh, I have armor frames on that?
You know what's great about that? I'm not wasting my shadow meter.
Because it's still building up your reactor.
Yeah.
I gotta remember I have his tongue for mobility. Dang it.
Does he still have the gigantic chest laser, though?
Are you talking about since Season 3 or in his classic costume? What's my ultra?
Quarter circle punch.
Quarter circle punch? Okay.
I don't think he has it anymore.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, there's the devastation beam. So it's a quarter circle forward.
Ah! I forget that knocks you back.
These cameos are killing me.
What was his other cameo? I forget.
Shovel Knight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot, because I have the Wii U version.
I have the Xbox version.
You know, between the two of us, we have the best of both worlds. I can get co-op. You have, well, we need a PS4 version so we can have Kratos.
Who cares about Kratos?
Yeah, really? You know, I've played just about all of those games, but they always lose me about halfway through. I guess hack and slash is like they just kind of lose. Okay, one of my coworkers the other day, I was describing Sunset Overdrive to him, right? Cinder? And he was like, so it's kind of a hack and slash? I was like, no, it's a shooter. He's like, oh, well, a hack and slash is kind of like just a game that's kind of easy. You don't have to really... I'm like, that's not at all what a hack and slash is.
Even some of the best hack and slash has a great deal of difficulty. Who does she remind me of? I'm trying to think.
Rihanna?
Oh, it's like another fictional character.
Rihanna?
I would not want to be you today.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to pause. Oh, so he's back toward mostly. Okay. Okay.
Wait, how did you get out of the lockout?
I'm not sure. Okay, I stuck you with a pyrosphere a second ago. What does that do? I can detonate it, right?
Yep. Anyways, I'm excited for Mira.
How do I detonate?
I think it's
Both triggers?
no, it's like all punch.
Pyrotechnics Ender. Toss. Oh, okay, so it's both.
It's 47%, man. I'm only playing her as a rushdown right now.
I was about to say, well, it's friggin' working. Why were you stuck in midair?
I have no clue. Like I think it decides like, oh, he's gonna fall down now, and then she just kept doing everything, and then she's like,
Did you ever find your copy of that?
what?
Rare replay?
Yeah.
Nice. We could play that. Let's see. Let's here. Go back to main menu.
Do you ever have this problem about people, porn stars following you?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Apparently it's not an issue. Knock on the screen. Giggle with glee. Banjo Kazooie.
I don't think this is actually. Oh, it says unofficial parody.
Yeah.
But okay, so I do have like porn stars who follow me on like I think it's one of those things like, hey, I exist, follow me back, and then
Yeah.
they'll unfollow me or whatever.
Right. I've been playing through The Wolf Among Us. Oh, I was playing it I think last Thursday.
Do you want to play something on Rare Replay?
Well, I was looking at a couple other games we could play multi on. We could do Rayman Legends. We could do Magic Duels. That's got Two-Headed Giant, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So-
Well, crap.
What?
I was hoping. You heard about the Green Lantern movie, right? The Green Lantern Corps movie?
Yeah.
That it's going to have my favorite lantern in it?
Kyle Rayner?
Yes. And that it was going to have Kyle Rayner and John as younger lanterns, and Hal was going to be the older one, like in charge of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have been perfect to have Nathan Fillion be.
Yeah, two different universes.
Yeah, I know. But how often do they have stuff going on at the same time? Like, with the same actor?
Nathan Fillion does a lot of things all at once.
He does. And I hope this is one thing. You want to play some Dead Space?
Isn't that kind of like a one-player thing?
Yeah, but I'm also usually too scared to play it by myself. Because I'm a huge wuss. Let's see, we can play some Naruto. I'm guessing The Division is single.
Yeah.
I mean, multi, but online. What's The Escapists? I've never played it.
It is a game entirely about escaping prison.
Kind of makes me think of Monaco.
Kind of. You have to. There's a crafting system in the game, and there's alternate ways of winning.
What could we play on Rare Replay? We could always do some Perfect Dark multi.
Yeah. We could actually do that without the Rare Replay, though.
Oh, that's what I meant. It's right there.
Well, actually, for like anything with the Rare Replay on the title, I have to have the disc in. But you can download my copy of Perfect Dark on the
Yeah. You know, between you and I, we have a pretty darn good library here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I tried Roblox, right? It's a big deal on YouTube.
Is it?
People love... I can't get behind this game, Steven.
Okay.
Because it's cool. It's kind of like Minecraft, only like it's all multiplayer focused, and like people can make vastly different games and stuff. But the big but here, Steven, is you can't invert Y. So I can't play this game.
You have to play it like a normal person.
I do play it like a normal person. And then they're like, no, you have to play it like some weirdo. What is Massive Chalice?
That is a Double Fine production.
Really?
Yeah. No, Double Fine's Tim Schafer, right?
Yep.
Yep, Double Fine. I've never played it, but it was one of the games that was free on Xbox.
I see.
You want to do the rare replay?
Yeah, we'll pop it in, see what's on there. We don't necessarily have to play it. I mean, it's not like we have a people just waiting on us.
I know, but this is going to be a VOD.
Yeah. Well, I figured. Is there something?
Nope. Nope. We're good.
That's a fun sound.
That is a fun sound, isn't it?
I've never hit the eject button while nothing was in there on mine. Well, most of my games, I only have 3 disc-based games. And it's weird. You remember how weirded out I was whenever they were like, you know, Xbox 360, all the games, or Xbox One, all the games you're going to buy are going to be on online. And I was like, that'll never work. But then I started buying a ton of games on PS4 whenever they would have all the PlayStation Flash sales. And I was like, still, I don't think I'll buy all of my games digitally. And now I only have 3 cases on the shelf.
Okay, so there's a couple arguments that the reason why I like digital games.
Well, number one, the Flash sales.
Well, there's Flash sales.
And the loyalty sales, like you and I get because we're gold.
Yeah. Also,
we stay gold, Pony Boy.
Yeah, right. My shelves do end up very bare by comparison.
Right.
You know, but there is something. Well, the one thing about it is though, like how Xbox works, you still have to install the game, right? It's faster to install it by disc.
Right, and that's a boon. Especially for like me, I have kind of slow internet. It took me like 2 days to install Forza, and that's what's weird. Like I can torrent legal files, such as whenever I download Ubuntu to install it to a new laptop.
Yeah.
And if the file is, say, 100 gigs, I don't know what operating system is that big, but hey, guess what, Steve? If the file is 100 gigs, it only takes me a little bit to download it. And then whenever I go to download something on Xbox One, it takes a lot longer for the same size file.
You know, I wish they would do some DLC on this.
Yeah, because there are some gaps they have.
Battle Maniacs is one of them.
Yeah.
What is it? Like that one Viva Pinata game that was the party game.
Yeah, I remember you liked it a lot. You played it with your girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, and it was a very decent distraction.
It was. This, I'm surprised at how much I liked.
I've never played it yet.
Well, we should play it here in a minute. Let's see. Jet Force Gemini.
I actually started playing Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah? What did you think?
I got up to right whenever I'm about to meet the Bee King.
Okay. Cobra Triangle is fun. You know I'm an RC Pro-Am guy.
Yeah.
We could do Battletoads. We could do Battletoads Arcade. Do some old school KI Gold. I'm still kind of leaning toward Perfect Dark, even though I'm not great at it.
We should play Perfect Dark Zero.
No, we shouldn't.
Okay.
Slalom is fun. Man, I really like these ZX games, but the controls are so wonky. Okay. I'm making an executive decision.
Okay. Battletoads Arcade. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, apparently we had a game in progress? Or maybe... Oh, this is my save. Okay.
How do we restart?
Load. New game.
Yep. Hold on. I want to be... What are we, Rash?
I'll be Zitz. Oh, what's the controls? Let's see.
Options.
Options. There we go. Okay. Okay, so it's just jump and attack.
Yeah, basically.
And yet not rush and attack. Oh, cool. We can play at arcades as well. Whoa, look at my cool forearms.
See, like, okay. Like, I want a new Battletoads game.
Yeah, it'd be tons of fun. Imagine a Battletoads game in the style of Double Dragon Neon.
Well, Rare... I think Rare is at a good point where they could do something really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they haven't made a Kinect game in forever, and I'm very proud of them.
Well...
Hey! You got all the mans. I feel like special notes should be put to the fact that the reason I call them mans is because of freaking Sandin.
Yeah.
Poof.
I think I maybe should have made a post to Facebook as well.
Why don't you do so real quick?
Hold on, I'm just gonna...
Do do do
Do,
do
do, 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 do.
Are you just sharing your tweet?
Yep.
Your twiggity tweet? So what's the deal with this?
That is okay. So every year, I'm always the kind of guy to go through, and whenever they come out with a new Call of Duty, they have the Call of Duty endowment, which is like whenever you buy like an item like
Getting
this,
vets back to work.
it is basically doing charity work.
Well, that's good. And you get a neat little medallion to boot. What do you think? Filter or no filter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
I think no filter. Weep, 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 weep. You know what I wish we had?
What?
Turtles in Time.
That'd be kind of cool. All right, let's go. These cameos are killing me.
Cameos. Weedy, beep, beep, weedy. Cameos.
Okay, so...
Oh, look at my drill guy.
Okay, so let's... a little bit of an oddity. It is kind of believed that...
What's kind of...
that Microsoft is going to try and turn Killer Instinct into their version of Smash Brothers. Okay, with the All-Star fighting game, I should say.
Right.
I said that to somebody, and they're like, "What? Like, they're turning it into Smash Brothers? Like
the simplified controls and is that what they were thinking?
Yeah, making it a Smash Lite.
Yeah. Here's the deal. One of the best Smash clones I ever played was PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Then you've not played very many Smash clones, have you?
I have. How many?
I know people love Guardians of the Ether and Brawlhalla.
Yeah. Okay. I do. Let's see. What was another one that I really liked?
Oh, I don't need health.
Oh, he's so angry.
Kick him in the balls.
That was easy. Oh.
He's going to keep coming back. We just keep punching him and then...
Kick him off. Bafo.
I am not on his plane of existence.
I like how we can double kick him off. Every time he comes... Oh! Turnabout is fair play, I see.
Yep. Okay, there's 2 characters that are unannounced for Killer Instinct.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is rumored to be General Rom from Gears of War.
Ugh. Now, okay, I want to clarify that I don't bear any ill will towards Gears of War. However, I hold almost no affinity for it. But it is a popular Microsoft franchise.
I think...
Because we had a lot of fun with the first one. And even, I think we played a little of the second one.
I think we owe it to ourselves to do a full playthrough because Gears of War 4 is going to be coming out.
That's true.
And
yeah, actually, I believe we both have access to the beta.
I don't.
You don't?
No.
Oh, well, I had it because I played Ultimate.
Yeah, I don't have Ultimate.
Oh. Well, regardless.
I think, I mean, okay, for a long time, that was Microsoft's flagship franchise because Halo was...
On the way, it was less popular at that time.
Well,
and they hadn't had a Halo game for the 360 yet.
Well, Gears of War was the thing that dethroned Halo 2 on multiplayer.
That's true. Man, you know what game I loved and I didn't think? I still don't know how I feel about the sequel. It's freaking Crackdown.
I never played the sequel.
It was weird. There were zombies.
Well, we're supposed to be getting a new Crackdown this year. I can't look at this guy straight in the face without thinking about the one of the bosses from
Earthworm Jim.
Well, there's Donkey Kong Country. 3 had a snowball boss that threw snowballs at you, and you had to throw snowballs at him.
Mm-hmm. And then I also think of Bad Mr. Frosty from
Clay Fighters.
Yep. Man, okay, so here's the deal. I found this out recently. Okay, Clay Fighters, if like, I don't know if you have the same opinion of Clay Fighters as I do.
I actually have no opinion of it whatsoever.
Well, whenever I played it, it was like...
Because that was where Boogerman went, right?
Yeah. He was in Clay Fighters 63 and a third. Now, here's the deal. Clay Fighters was an okay fighting game. Clay Fighter 2, C2 Judgment Clay was supposed to be a pretty good fighting game. And then Clay Fighter 63 and a third was pretty rough. And then they had... but then they had Clay Fighter 63 and a third Sculptor's Cut. It turned out to be an excellent one and actually one of the rarest N64 games, and it's actually commonly goes apparently unboxed for over $1,000.
Really?
Yes, because it was only released as it was only released through Blockbuster Video as an exclusive rental. So like you had to steal it or buy it. Snow Way back. You know what I kind of miss every once in a while? Even though I don't remember it actually being all that good?
What's that?
Biker Mice from Mars.
Okay, so Biker Mice from Mars is definitely a part of that generation of thing. Like, there was Biker Mice from Mars, Street Sharks, and...
Like the let's hope we can get the new Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Which never was ever really captured. Probably, okay, so there was definitely those in the TV realm, but there was definitely like kind of like the Ninja Turtle type characters that tried to come into video games, like Dinos for Hire.
I love Dinos for Hire. Man, the game's really hard though if you go back and actually play it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Contra clones though.
Yeah, it's really good.
And it had a good sense of humor too.
I mean, it had to.
Well, I mean, like in the beginning where they fake you out by saying that you beat the game and your blast processor was malfunctioning. Almost there. Hey, your cat knows how to work doors.
Yeah, he's pretty smart.
Here, I'll get the door.
It don't matter. Not much fervor.
Sorry.
So,
Where'd the dog go? Here, dog.
so the unpublished podcast we did, because I still haven't published it.
Why not?
I still haven't been able to capture good game footage for it to finish off. We were talking about the underrated series, and we talked about how much Rare was so underrated.
Right.
And it was mostly their non-Nintendo titles.
Right.
Well, one of these days, though, we're going to have to go through and do like a grab by the ghoulies play or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because like okay, so I know me and you had a
Oh wait, there's friendly fire?
maybe at least for weapons.
You know what this game really makes me want to play?
What's that?
Wario Land 4. Did you ever play it?
Nope. I've never really played any of the Wario Land games.
One of my favorite game series of all time.
Okay, so I know you got a soft spot for Wario as a character.
Mm-hmm. And you know who's won me over recently?
Who's that?
Waluigi.
I think Waluigi is slowly making his rise because a lot of people are like, "Where's my Waluigi amiibo?"
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the Snake Rattle and Roll crossover.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, whoa!
That escalated quickly.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, bro.
I guess we got him in a perfect stun lock the first frame, the first one. Thanks, bro. So does this actually support 3 players, I guess?
Yeah. So if we had a third person, we could have Pimple on our team.
Mm-hmm.
The least favorite of all the Battletoads, I think.
I don't... It's not that I don't like him. It's just I don't know.
Well,
It's like the weird colored one is always your least favorite.
Well, okay, a Pimple is the one that you never actually play in
Right.
Because okay, so Rash and Zitz are the
They're the two that are trying to rescue Pimple and Princess Angelica in the first.
Yeah. And also there's
Are we not doing it right? Is that?
No, we got him.
Oh.
He just needs a lot more damage.
Boo, boo, boo.
Because Rash and Zitz are the ones that you play as in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the Game Boy Battletoads, you play as Zitz. And Pimple's just kind of the odd man out when it comes to like anything.
Well, he ended up with like the generic. You won.
By one.
Wait, no, mine was one more than you, right? You're playing as Rash, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought mine was. Anyway.
Mine was higher for this level, and yours is higher overall.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Rash was, or Pimple, if I'm remembering correctly from the very short-lived cartoon, that his like sole personality trait was that he was the fat, like the not fat hungry one that was hungry all the time.
Okay, so we should
like,
discount that as.
I know it's not canon, but you know what I mean.
Well, we should discount it all together anyways because it shouldn't have existed.
Yeah, it was not great.
Okay, so I think truly, like as us as fans of the Battletoads series, I think we could do better in like some sort of media. I think Battletoads would serve well to be a comic book.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there was one at a time.
We should,
because I remember it started out as I think like the idea that the characters were going to be originally human, like, was originally from a comic book in, like, a comic book ad that was in, like a 2-page comic.
Okay, so, this guy right here. I love this guy. You get to grab him by the dick and punch him in the balls.
Yeah!
But he's such a dick. I don't like this guy as a character, but you grab him and you punch him in the balls.
You know what this level kind of makes me think of?
What's that?
Scud the Disposable Assassin.
Oh, man. So good. But, like, I definitely... I think Battletoads would do well to be a comic book because of, like, the imagery they use, period.
Yeah.
For the maces, the saw blades,
because it doesn't really work animated that much.
Well, okay, so I think it could do well in an animated situation.
It could.
But I think the best format for them would be a comic book.
Yeah. Well, like, and
we need to get Microsoft on this. Yo, Microsoft, commission me. I'll write the comic.
And I'll draw it terribly.
I think we should get Britton
in on this.
Yeah, I think Britton would do well to be our artist for this.
I've never seen him draw anything non-human. Except for his dog. Even then, that's really cartoony.
And technically, I do really well on non-human stuff as well.
It's kind of your jam.
Yeah.
I've done a little bit of furry art here and there. Is he pooping?
Yeah. He had to finish up first.
Well, I mean, you can't just...
Well, Rare in their humor.
Yeah, they do love toilet humor. One of my favorite game series of all time is from... oh, man, what's his name? It's Thumbs Up Master on YouTube. One of my favorite games video series of all time is his Rated E ? Series.
It's just so much enjoyment of the fact that he...
Bah, 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 bah.
I was talking to one of my buddies about that. I told him I was playing to Battletoads arcades. Like, you guy punch that guy in the dick, like, all the time.
You know, I did that to one of our classmates in high school.
Punched him in the dick?
Like, repeatedly like that.
Was it like a fetish of his?
No. He was one of those that thought it was funny to sack tap you.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to say who for obvious reasons, but one time I was walking past him and he sack tapped me, and I just turned around and I, like, pushed his torso back and I wham, 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 like, while he was sitting in his desk. So, there's nowhere for the boys to go.
Bringing out the boys. So, Blizzard finally released the release date for Legion.
Yeah?
August 30th.
They didn't even have it released. Oh, when it's done, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Double dick punch.
Double dick punch.
Double dick punch.
Ba 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 ba. Dick punch.
Dick punch.
This level also kind of makes me think of what was the Flying Fortress stage on Sonic 2?
Oh,
Sky Chase? No,
Sky Fortress.
Sky Fortress. Man, Sonic 2, like, going back on it, like, you gotta realize, growing up, I only had 2 Genesis games up until the N64 came out. I had Sonic 2 and I had Aladdin.
Okay, so I was having this conversation with Sandon the other day. He was in my live stream, chatting with me, and I was telling him how much mad respect I have for him being a father.
Right.
Because he was sitting there talking. He's like, man, he's like, yeah, it's like, I need you to get in a Popper Magic with me. And he's like, he goes, mostly because it's all I can afford. And I'm like, it's like, I respect the fact that you have Atticus and everything like that. And we were talking, and he goes, yeah, he goes, man, I'm going to teach Atticus how to play all the old classics. I'm like, yeah, Sonic 2, man.
Yep.
And he goes, yeah, he goes, Sonic 2 is clearly the better of the Sonic games. I'm like, I agree.
You know what I think my favorite Sonic game is? It's either 3 and Knuckles, 2, CD, or Advance 2. That's one of the most solid 2D Sonics they have.
Well, you got to remember, if you want to play Advance 3, it's like playing crystal
meth on crystal meth. Yeah. No, I just meant Advance 2.
I know, but
That was the best one for me. Because I still can't bring myself to finish 3. I have it, but it just doesn't. It's never hold my attention for as long as 2. Because if you'll recall, there for a while, Sonic Advance 2 was like the only game I was playing. Well, I would take breaks to play Sonic Battle with you.
yeah, I actually really dug that game a lot.
Me too.
And
I've been thinking about looking up, like trying to get a copy on eBay so that we could play Versus again.
I don't have my copy anymore.
Well, that's what I meant. Like, get 2 copies. And I have a couple of GBAs.
I tell you what I've been doing. Okay, so I've been live streaming for the last week.
Okay.
And
How do you like it?
pretty good. Nobody's been watching though. There's one. I have a fan. Okay, he usually shows up in my live streams and pretty much anytime I live stream. He when I started live streaming. Whenever the day I got my Wii U, I was streaming Mario Kart. He was there the first day. Okay, and he was like, I don't know if I ever told you. He was the guy who said he really liked my voice.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was in my chat. He's been in my chat and watching me play. I also I got another fan. I was playing Mega Man 2. Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm wanting to learn how to speedrun it. Okay. It
I
is.
figure you'd be more of a Mega Man 3 guy.
Okay.
You're a Pharaoh Man. No, wait, that's 4. That's
Yeah.
4.
Pharaoh Man is definitely one of the ones that I like. I've also been tempted to pick up the Battle Network series.
That's one of those games that is really good and really interesting. It kind of works more as a single, but then a lot of people watch RPG playthroughs.
Okay.
I don't personally,
Okay, so
but it's also a more action-y RPG.
okay, so I've only ever played one of them, and that was Falzor.
Yeah.
What was it, 6?
Yes.
And I love that
wow,
game.
look at those BAPs.
I hate this boss with a passion.
Let's see. I played through, I think, 2 as whenever it first came out, and then I didn't play another one until my nephew gave me his copy of, I think, 4. That was the one where you had Team Proto Man and Team.
That was 5.
Was that 5? Yeah.
Yeah. Because one of them was a blue and white version. I think was 3.
Yeah. Da da da. Wee 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 wee. Wah wah wah.
I went through so many continues on this, when I first played this.
I also would like it said, and I don't want this to be a weird thing, but I remember the Dark Queen as being the first video game character I ever had a crush on.
Oh yeah.
Because I played this back on the Genesis. Like, that was my first console, and so this was
Now he's going to be punting us. Or me.
I was about to say, he doesn't seem to be punting me too awful much. I wish it had like a modern game sensibility where it would deal more damage if you hit him in the upper region.
Well, this game is super old.
Yeah, what, like 91?
Yeah.
Actually, it might be earlier than that, because I seem to think that it would be a little better looking if it was 91.
Well, I gotta remember that. See, he just won't die. He just keeps new form, new form, new form. This isn't even my final form.
You know what I learned recently?
What's that?
Do you know why Cell kept getting new forms?
It's because the editors didn't like how he looked, and any of the forms, and it's like he's not pretty enough. So a little bit. Okay, now that we've kind of touched on the tangent that is Dragon Ball Z, we all know
seems to be a tangent in every episode.
Oh, because
It's
it is
great.
love is life. We could probably agree that truly, in retrospect, it's probably not the greatest anime to ever be done, but it's probably one.
It's not.
It's still legendary.
It is. Well, and then even touching on that fact, you know that I like Dragon Ball more than Z.
Okay, so the famous Japanese theme song, "Chala He Chala," okay, there was a super group put together to
Zitz is the Duke of Destruction.
Bonus round, like you're...
Oh, it's Street Fighter. Why isn't my guy fighting? What? Oh, I got the wrong buttons.
So, apparently they got an entire supergroup together to do the theme song for One Punch Man.
One Punch!
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah. Like, he is one of the vocalists for it. The singer of the Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, nice. Which one are you talking about? Is it the don't stop, we're in luck now,
No.
don't stop.
Shala, headshala.
Oh, okay.
That theme song.
Incoming message. No vocal or visual.
This
You
guy's
cunning runs. I feel like that's a Freudian slip waiting to happen.
You're running,
This is-
cunts.
Will never get to me. Enter my stronghold and you will suffer. Press jump to activate Super Smash Hit. Whoa. So why wouldn't you just do that constantly?
Because you have tokens.
Oh.
So, yeah, I found out that was an interesting factoid.
Go, free your soul. Dragon Ball. I think that was my favorite theme they had.
I'm still a Pump the Dragon kind of guy myself.
Dragon, rock the dragon, Dragon Ball Z. As our Canadian brothers would say Dragon Ball Z.
Or
Dragon Ball Z.
they don't even know what a Z is. That and the British.
I was about to say, I mean, the British did kind of introduce the language, so I mean, why do I have whirlies? Oh, because I have a copter, you have a jetpack. I was like, I'm leaving whirlies behind. You know what game I think you would really like?
What's that?
Beyond Oasis.
I think I've played it. Was that on the Genesis?
Yep.
I think I've played it, and I think
Sega Channel.
Yeah.
It's a Zelda clone. And I think it's exactly your speed. Because I love that game, but I got stuck. And it has a similar vibe to Golden Sun, actually.
And I freaking loved Golden Sun. The only thing is whenever I start playing Golden Sun, is it's so daunting for the fact that it has such long conversations.
And half of it is just faces above the... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like little emojis.
Yeah. However, the storyline was really good, though. I have to give... what was it, Natsumi?
It was Camelot, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was their first... I feel like that was their first big hit outside of the Mario Tennis series.
Because the Golden Sun series was a lot of fun. I liked the RPG aspect. I didn't get to play the first one. I'm going to preface that. Yeah. Because
I played the first one.
Because you
couldn't
told me about
Yeah.
Lost Age, and I picked it up, and I was like, wow, this is kind of cool.
Do you know why the Lost Age was from the villain's perspective or whatever it was?
Well, okay.
Or an alternate party or whatever.
Yeah, the alternate party.
And it was because originally they wanted that to be another playable part of Golden Age or Golden Sun, and they were like, well, this is a lot of content. Maybe we should break it up over 2 games. This is I don't know if this will fit on a GBA cart.
They eventually released a 3rd game in the series on the DS.
Yeah, and it wasn't super connected. It wasn't super Schenectady, New York.
My move is different than yours.
It was.
There's actually some differentiations.
Yeah, well, most of it so far has been purely cosmetic, like your finger knives versus my hand drill, or my steamroller blade thing versus your what's yours? I forget. Your dash punch.
I don't know. I use a boot more than anything else.
Oh, that might be yours. And that's your double tap and attack, right?
Because you had the bulldozer thing.
Yeah.
And I had the boot.
Yeah. Corpse Cow Snapper. I miss whenever games had like fun names like this, like what do you call it? Donkey Kong Country and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, that
Good
is,
job, Rash.
That is definitely something Rare had like the affinity for. Oh, and I've got my maces.
Punished by Halberd.
Well, okay, so I think one of the things that like you're talking about, like having a like that I like that crush on the Dark Queen was the same way like I felt like most people probably felt about Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
Still by far one of the sexiest animated characters of all time.
You know who I prefer in my old age?
Who's that?
Hollywood.
Hollywood from
Cool World.
Yeah, like I've only seen that. Like I've seen that movie a lot as a child, but I've only seen it like once as an adult.
I never watched it as a kid, actually.
I got to watch it as a kid because I didn't understand what was going on.
Right.
I just remember the guy Brad Pitt turning into a doodle.
Hey, I'm Brad Pitt. I'm a doodle over here.
Because there's like a couple things I didn't understand. It was one of those things that had like whenever
there was a lot of innuendo you didn't get as a kid.
Well, okay, so I think there was a lot of nightmare fuel in there for as a child.
There really was.
At the end of the movie. I was like, okay, so like I've seen a lot.
You know, Judge Doom from Who Framed Roger Rabbit used to give me nightmares.
Really?
Oh yeah, because he was terrible. Especially like whenever they'd melt down that shoe, like they'd dip it in the ink or the paint thinner.
The dip.
Yeah. He's like, and when I killed your brother Eddie, I talked just like this.
Actually, I can agree to that. Like I kind of like.
And then like
the whole ice thing got me.
The steamroller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I had like several dreams about that. Just like an alternate version of that movie would play in my head. Like, because obviously I didn't replay the exact movie, and there would be like a couple things that changed.
Right. Stuff that was scarier.
Well, kind of, but there was like alternate.
Man, another one. I want you to, after we get done streaming, we're gonna hop on YouTube, and I'm gonna show you. Do you remember a game called? You may not have played it. I only knew about it because of Steve Dave. It's a game where you play as a ghost, and it's called
Geist.
No, you really liked that game, didn't you?
No, I
were wanting it.
I wanted it to be really good.
Right.
Okay, because it was.
But it was kind of like 13. It was like, yeah, this is a pretty good game, right? If I recall correctly.
Well, we got to play a demo of the multiplayer like at GameStop or something like that, and it was at Game Exchange, and
actually I thought it was the GameStop I used to work at.
I don't. Well, maybe I just remember like they had like a 2-player demo and we played and it was
Yeah. Kia, what are you doing?
Chewing on box.
It's his box. But what was I saying?
I'm gonna let him out real quick.
It's called Haunting, starring Poltergeist. And you played as a cool ghost with a leather jacket.
Yeah.
And you would possess objects around the house, and you had to scare the families that lived in that house.
Okay. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Because I think you showed me this game.
Because it was one of those. That game used to give me nightmares. not because it was scary, but because that was the first place I ever saw like that possession was a thing. Like in popular media, you could like. It's like, no, a ghost could be hiding anywhere. So all of a sudden, like every painting in my house, every portrait on the wall, my dad had a stuffed catfish and a bobcat in his bedroom, and I was terrified of those things because I had nightmares of them coming alive, and like the fish was swimming around the air and it would come after me, and like the bobcat would jump down from its perch, and
Okay, so like I've had things that have kind of scared me at night, like when I was a young kid. Like I used to stay up like on Saturday nights and watch like, okay, we gotta dodge these balls. What is it?
I keep thinking I'm you.
Well, I know you think you're awesome, but
specifically, I keep thinking that I'm Rash. Pause balls by going upstairs. Pause balls by going downstairs. Pause balls by going upstairs. Go upstairs to pause balls.
Okay, so what was I talking? Oh yeah, nightmare fuel. The concept of nightmare fuel, for some things. One of the things is though I used to stay up really late and watch because I didn't have cable or whatever.
Movie marathons.
No, like freaking ABC would have like weird shows like Cleopatra 2525 or whatever.
Okay.
Or and it had like the weird futuristic thing, or it had like it was a show
it's kind of like Barbarella, like one of those sexy 50s sci-fi movies.
Well, except it took I believe the show came out in the 90s, and like it had like a very feel to like the quality of like a
cheap Xena.
Well, kind of. Okay, so like I was gonna say, it was like kind of had like the quality of Xena,
where it was good for the time, but it was still kind of cheesy.
Okay, so like and the same kind of
little bit campy.
The same kind of.
Hey, we have someone watching us.
Whoa, Joe! Hey, how you doing?
Joe for Red. How it be? We are how are we? We are good. We're playing some Battletoads.
This is my fan I was telling you about, the guy who's been watching me since.
It's nice to meet you.
Anyways, it was like on the same programming block they had like Bruce Campbell's Jack of All Trades.
I never watched that.
But it was in the lieu of the kind of production value of that too.
Okay.
So like very B movie kind of thing, but it had a plot, but there was also like one like Natasha Henstridge was Species, the girl who played Species.
No. I never watched that show.
I'm trying to think of. Did you ever watch The Whole Nine Yards? With Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry.
Yeah, actually, we watched that together.
It was Bruce Willis's ex-wife in that movie.
Okay.
That Matthew Perry ended up with. Yeah, there was a like secret agent show kind of like that she was a part of.
You know what I love?
Bad choices.
Freaking Get Smart.
Oh. Yeah,
that show. You watched the original, right? With what's his name, Maxwell Adams. Missed it by that much.
The guy who played Inspector Gadget.
Yes.
Which I think is how he got the gig, is Inspector Gadget.
Probably. One thing I want to talk about. I recently, for the first time. In fact, the reason my phone was on silent and I didn't hear your text last night, I was watching Flash Gordon for the first time.
I've never actually seen it myself.
Dude, it's exactly my kind of movie. Okay, number one, super cheesy, 50s style B-movie feel, made in the 80s, super colorful, super fun. All the soundtrack is by Queen.
Yeah.
And it's got freaking Brian Blessed in it, who is my hero. I didn't even know about Brian Blessed until very long ago, and he's become one of my fondest heroes.
I'm not from...
I'm going to show you. We are going to YouTube him. He's just awesome. He's this giant, bodacious British man with an accent and a huge beard. Hello, I am Brian Blessed. This is Hugo from Street Fighter and Final Fight. It's a rat version of Hugo. He's even got the pink leotard.
He actually has a second phase that you're not gonna like. Yeah, this guy. Dodge.
Who is... Oh, yeah, that's right. Because Hugo's based off of Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Because his Japanese name is Andore, right?
I think so.
Dude, I watched on one of their Saturday morning Scrub Lords or Friday Night Fights. Dude, they made a freaking... they made a Saturn game that was a 3D fighting game based off of the Final Fight series.
Really?
Yeah, and it is like... It's simultaneously kind of bad, but still cool. Because you know how I love my Saturn fighters.
Yeah.
Especially like the primitive 3D ones. And this is definitely... Like it goes back and forth from between being really cheesy and cheap and being super fun. Yeah, keep them. Yeah. As long as I'm not on the ground in the same frame. Oh, did we kill him?
He's losing gas.
Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. I certainly hope so. If we've been recording this whole time, that
Right.
Rash is the collector of corpses. Beep, boop, beep, 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 beep.
Oh, he's not in the chat anymore. Dang it, Joe.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's
Oh,
okay.
Here we go.
Oh, cool. Oh, and they use early computer graphics. Oh, cool. That's like an early CG rendering. That looks like something from Out of This World. Still a game I've never beaten. Because it's kind of that point-and-click adventure kind of hard. You know?
Yeah.
Flash! Ah, savior of the universe!
Save every one of us.
He's a miracle!
Yeah, I've never seen Flash Gordon, but it's one of those things, like I've seen the movie Ted, and they talk about Flash Gordon all the time in that movie.
Yeah, no, you need to watch it. And in fact, I'm off tomorrow. We should watch it if we can find it.
Oh, I do have to point out to you, I actually found a really good deal on some movies, and one of the movies I got was Mirror Mask.
Nice. You know, that's one of my faves. And yours as well, actually, I believe.
It's one of the Neil Gaiman movies I really enjoyed. I found it in like a 3-disc of like movies I already own, but it was like $4, like for the three movies.
I bought it on Blu-ray actually not long ago.
But Mirror Mask.
Yep. Just because I love it, because it came with the Blu-ray, the regular DVD.
I've been telling Tabby about that movie.
I bought it at the same time I think as Amelie, which is another great movie, but I've actually never gotten around to watching.
We're gonna become. I think this is actually like the last stage.
Yeah, like the bad guy, the General Ram looking kind of guy was like, "You've still got to beat my robotic rabble before you get to me." Oh, I got a flamethrower. Are these timed or do they run out of ammo?
I think they're timed.
Do do do. It kind of doesn't have the same appeal if you don't have to waste quarters to play this game, you know?
Well, still, like, it's definitely like one of those things where
it's still fun, yeah.
We could just play it and just have fun and not have to worry about it. Because I like the idea of just playing.
Mm-hmm. Well, this kind of reminds me of us playing Midway Arcade Treasures back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, I bought fight sticks for that game like arcade sticks. And one of them is actually my one that I still use to this day on almost anything. That Hori PS2 one I have.
Yeah.
I use it constantly. I have a PS2 adapter for my PC, and I use it on Skullgirls and stuff.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
I still wanted to get the DLC for Skullgirls, but I don't. I just don't.
They're actually they're coming out with a physical release for it.
Are they?
Yep. And that makes me very happy.
I'm still waiting for Yada Garasu to come out.
I don't know what the... Ow, my hand is.
It is actually a game that Maximilian has actually helped work on.
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't know the title, but yeah.
It's the one where like they put Benny in as a fighting character, and Maximilian is voicing Benny.
Oh, much better. Sorry, I felt soulful for some reason there.
Sometimes you just have them moments.
I guess so. Dude, you know what I'm really, really surprised is a thing?
What?
They made Mafia 3.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it was like... Because a lot of games, if they're not, million sellers, they can't afford to make new games.
Well...
And I remember people begged for Mafia 3 forever.
Well, it's probably like one of those things like Shenmue.
Yeah. Well, and then I think it's really cool that that they're it's set in the 70s for one. That's cool. And then number two is it's set in New Orleans. That's really cool. And then for the trailer they used something of another now. It's the son of a preacher man. And I like that song. Gonna get Steven copyright claimed.
Not on Twitch.
I know. Holy crap. Man, we should play Double Dragon Neon on here one day.
Yeah. I met the grab my 360 to do it, though.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll get backward compatible for too long.
Man, a lot of people just don't realize how good that game was.
It really was. Oh, is this the big bad?
Yep.
Oh, I guess because we jumped back and we were like, ah! Okay. Talking about weird stuff from our childhood that's like half remembered.
Yeah.
I used to have a handheld game system that was basically, it was an LCD game system, not unlike a Tiger game or Game & Watch. But I have two that I want to talk about.
Okay. One
was a Power Rangers one where you could switch out the screen and therefore, like the game inside. And it was super cool, and I remember loving that game, even though it was awful. I mean, it was a Tiger-style game, so... But I can't find any info on it, and a lot of more popular, Tiger games like that, you can still find info on. And then the other one that I remember playing a ton of was this game. It was one of those, it had a built-in barcode scanner. And it was a Mortal Kombat game, and it came with a deck of like 60 cards or something. And as you played it, if before each match you could scan a card, and it would have like a random effect. Like with one card you could play as Goro, and with another card you could play as, whoever, or you would have infinite life on one player's side. Whoa! He just hit us with the diamond cutter, Steve.
I know, right?
Steve, I think I need to start keeping up with wrestling again. Ever since the New Age pulled their stunt on
WrestleMania.
yeah. Like, if that's what I can look forward to, I mean, I'm totally down. I mean, WWE Network, you know, the KickAwesome podcast is not sponsored by the WWE Network, but it's a pretty fantastic deal. I mean, it's $10, and then, like, if you sign up for it, like, you can watch every WrestleMania.
Man, I'd immediately go back and play, like, I'd go back and rewatch that the Hulk versus Andre the Giant match.
Mm-hmm. Well, they have they have the WWE Vault or whatever, and it's a lot of classic WWF, and more importantly to me, WCW matches, since they're owned by the same company now.
Yeah, since McMahon bought them out.
Mm-hmm. And they have, but yeah, whenever I was dating, you know, my last girlfriend, she didn't, I was like, you have no idea what a treat you're in for, and I showed her some of the old, like, SmackDowns and Raws that I used to watch, back with, like, I remember she lost it whenever the Dudley Boys made their first appearance. And, like, I don't know how much you watched of wrestling.
I used to watch it religiously back whenever
Me too.
Like, it was back when
the Rock, and Stone Cold. And
Stone Cold is still by far my favorite wrestler of all time.
My favorite is Mankind. Or any of the Mick Foley characters.
Well,
because there was Cactus Jack.
Look at this conversation I have.
I think I need to lie down for a while.
It was like, Merry Christmas, blah, 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 blah.
Hurry, spawn in. Yeah. I was about to say, you want to get credit for beating this, bro.
Oh, I've already beaten this once. Flammer.
Fallen Debris. Or Debris. Falling Deborah.
Damn it, Deborah.
Well. Oh, you get points for missiles?
Yeah, you get points for everything. I just rocked your socks.
Destroyed me.
I am the master of mayhem.
Darn it.
Let me go hit the head real quick.
Bad guys never seem to go quietly, so Robo's last shot reduces the Toads to sporty space cruiser to a flaming jalopy. Trying hard but failing miserably to maintain their cool and flappable image, the Toads crash their bullet-ridden banger onto an empty planet. As the Toads are heroes in this game, they escape the mangled wreck completely unscathed. Using the teleporters that they just happen to have with them, they travel back to base. Totally awesome! You've whipped the Dark Queen's butt and thwarted her usual galaxy-dominating plans. Mission time, 49 minutes, 9 seconds. Chris Sutherland, Greg Males, man, these guys are the guys behind some of my favorite games of all time, man. And topping that list, I think is Banjo-Kazooie. Mm-hmm. It's easily. I was talking about with one of my friends the other day. He was talking about, what's your favorite game of all time? And I was like, well, what do you mean? You're gonna have to be a little more specific. And he was like, well, what's your comfort game? The game that you can play infinitely and never get bored of? And I said, probably Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That's the game I've played the most.
Solid choice. One of the things, though, is...
Tim Stamper made the Battletoads? Steven, your initials are almost spam. I've never realized that.
And my initials are actually evenly apart, too.
What? How do we... Oh, greatest grave fillers.
My
JP.
My initials are actually evenly apart, too.
Oh, yeah? There's an even number of letters between SP and M?
Yeah.
I never knew it.
It's 4 apiece. My initials are actually evenly apart, too.
What? How do we... Oh, greatest grave fillers.
My
JP.
My initials are actually evenly apart, too.
Oh, yeah? There's an even number of letters between SP and M?
Yeah.
I never knew it.
It's 4 apiece. MNOP
I've never seen a Zippier
QRS. Never mind. That
Like me, you're obviously one cool cookie. I'm going to start using that in everyday convo.
I see that. I was a successful playthrough.
That was.
A lot of fun. Got to find some of that humor.
Did I get a... Yeah, I got milestones. I'm glad we played this on my profile.
You asshole.
You already got those stamps.
Probably.
Let's see. What else could we play? Let's see. Do you work tonight?
Yep.
Oh. That was a fart sound, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Children of all ages, welcome to the Midnight Carnival. I'm a son of a preacher man. Do da da dee da boop wap wee da bop boo son of a preacher man. Dirt 3 is fun. Not played it much?
No, I did start playing it at one point, but I think I created my character and I was like, oh well, I just can't hop into a race. Nope, but I want to play this. Probably. I do have to say though, like on the subject of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, probably rating up there one of my top games of all time.
I actually only got it on your recommendation. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
That was the night I bought that, and I bought Mega Man X4, two of my favorite games of all time. Viva Pinata, filled with fun.
Filled with fun.
Viva Pinata, lots of fun for everyone.
If a symbiote wants to bond with you but you have full control, would you do it?
I mean, that gets rid of the only downside to having a symbiote.
You might have to eat more.
That gets rid of the only downside of having a symbiote.
Actually, to tell you the truth, the way they've done with like Agent Venom now is because Agent Venom is now part of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Well, he's in space. He finds the planet of the symbiotes, right? Come to find out, Venom and Carnage are the only ones that are evil.
Really? That's awesome.
Because they're symbiotes. Otherwise, a true symbiote would not be destructive, such as Venom and Carnage. And it's just because they're like tainted or something, right? They go to a planet of symbiotes. They're all helpful.
Well, what about Carnage's children?
Well, that's probably the exception. Where Venom was the only one that was, and every one of them born off of Earth has been kind of bad.
Fair enough. Let's see. I farted on your live stream.
Yeah. There was one guy who did on live stream, and like one of the big Twitch streamers farted on the live stream. To say it wasn't a fart.
Nice.
All of a sudden, he's kind of doing that thing. He's leaning back and he hits his little vape cigarette right there, and he kind of just like that right there. And all of a sudden, you see him go, "Oh shit!" Put his thing down and run off.
How big is your hard drive?
1 terabyte.
Okay.
It's a pretty large.
It is. I'm surprised at how quickly I filled it up. It must be all the Fantastics games from Xbox Live's Games for Golds. Microsoft, talk to me.
Please.
I would. Do you remember last gen whenever somebody wanted an Xbox, or was it a PS3? And anyway, the whole deal was they were like, "We'll give you a free one if you sign a contract to saying that you will never buy the other one." I think it was he wanted a PS3 and he had to sign a contract saying he wouldn't buy a PS or a An Xbox 360.
That sounds familiar, but I don't know who it was.
Well, I don't know who it was. I think it was kind of a Joe Everyman situation.
I know that I remember who was it? Tim and Eric had this thing about us like watch the $1 billion movie, sign a contract that you'll not go see the Lorax or whatever.
Yeah. Do you remember the time they had whenever Aqua Teen Hunger Force : movie film for theaters was coming out, and they were like, watch the whole movie this Friday only on Adult Swim, and I was like, okay, there's got to be some joke to this. And I turned on Adult Swim that night, and they were playing it in a picture-in-picture in the bottom of the screen with no sound.
Very tiny.
It was like thumbprint size, but it was the whole movie.
Yeah.
But there was, yeah, man, it was that was fun. My favorite thing about Adult Swim is some of the fun stuff they've done with it, like especially on Crazy Night. I remember one night they did a whole night of, what do you call it?
Ooh.
Of all of their anime arcade. What? Oh, adds competition
And scoring.
Is there any reason why we wouldn't do that?
It probably makes it also faster to go through. Download Ram Shadow. What?
But like they played a bunch of their. I'm not paying $15.
What?
For if that better be a full expansion. Hang on, I want to read that description. Like I'm talking about an old school expansion pack.
Yeah, like
Okay, Ram Shadow adds more than 3 hours
of campaign gameplay. Wait. Okay. I have to give it to them to the fact
that they actually expanded the main content.
Yeah.
As the COG plays the veterans of Zeta Squad, Tai, Min, Valera, and Barrick. As the Locust, you are the fearsome General Ram with all new executions and the power of the Krill Storm. Are those the bat things?
Yes.
Also included are 250. I want them to just give me the gamer score if I'm paying $15.
You bought content. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like whenever you start up a game and you get a free Achievo, and you're like, you know what I really hate? Whenever you die for the first time and they give you Achievo.
Dark Souls?
Yes. The first of many.
Well, okay. So I know Dark Souls 2 has the achievement when you first die.
Wait, are you okay? Yeah, you're in my party. Mutators. Oh, they're skulls. Oh, and they have fun or hard or easy. Let's do fun. I hope that doesn't like lock us out of some Chivos. It won't let me play the only difficulty.
The only difficulty. God. What have you done?
I haven't played Gears of War since I got my Xbox.
I still maintain that like there's a lot of goodness in the Gears of War series.
Well, that's the thing. It's like it's not that there's anything bad about Gears of War, just like there's not anything bad about God of War. Actually, there's a lot of parallels there. Blank of War, G-Word of War. They're both flagship series for different consoles. Actually, despite being, I think, technically third-party games. Well, Epic started out as third-party.
Yeah.
Then Microsoft bought them, right?
No, Microsoft bought
the franchise.
Bought the franchise from Epic.
Okay.
Wait,
why is he in jail? I thought he got out of jail in the first one. Did they put him back?
Wait.
I haven't played anything ever. Do I still get to be Dom? Oh no, I'm one man. I don't get to be Dom. Wait, you're not. Oh, please wait to join game.
Why is it not in like single screen?
Something of another yo. Son of a preacher man. Wait, so they immediately gave me a gun? He says he's sorry. He says... Flash of white light.
Look, it's Walter White.
It really is. What the heck is Tabby watching? Is it cops or something? Take that, statue. So this is like a dream sequence.
Yes.
Okay, so A snaps to cover. Aim down sights. I remember. No, wait. Okay, right bumper is reload. Left bumper is. Oh, it's like objective mode or whatever. Alright. Let's see. Hey, is this one of the multiplayer maps from the first game?
This is actually the Phoenix Estate. There's actually, you know how they did like the PC version, like Xbox, like Microsoft was releasing a whole bunch of PC version of games that had extra content.
Yeah, I remember. I seem to remember that it was
like Fable was one of them.
This one was a Vista exclusive, right?
I think so.
Or maybe it was that this was one of the first games to support DX11.
But like in Gears of War 1, that they had like a whole bunch of extra like.
How do I chainsaw, man? I just hold B.
Yep.
Okay.
But we won't get close to them because there's actually like a barrier there. Like there's no way down.
His research.
One thing that I do like about this game is the active reload system.
Okay, I think it was actually quite ingenious, the design of that.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that. Whoa, there's a big man.
Made orders to do it. That cost us the battle.
Wait, so this is him reliving one of his worst memories, right?
Maybe. It's definitely a dream.
Well, yeah, because it's all ethereal and junk.
Couldn't blame them for court-martialing me. Or for the life sentence. So the war went on while I was rotting in prison. And I still couldn't save my father.
Oh no, I just think there's a lot of.
But you can't save them all.
I don't know. I think Gears of War. I think is a series that I think you should give it a fair shot.
shake. Yeah.
Gears of War 2 is probably the best. Like, okay, I haven't played through 3, so.
Oh, so I'm not in jail.
No, it was definitely a dream.
He has to sleep in his boombox? Like, I realize that, like, in times of war, you have to sleep in your... But, like, full dress combat? Get Dom. Where the heck is Dom?
It's okay.
2 years after sinking Jacinto. That was actually a really cool scene.
Yeah. Oh. Wait.
Look how different Dom is.
Wow.
Jay, one of these days you're just gonna have to come over.
We'll marathon all 3. Alright, cool. We're
Yes,
together.
all 3.
Oh, wait, yeah, there's Judgment.
Oh no, all 3.
Judgment was the multiplayer focused one, right?
I'm not quite sure. I know a lot of people just didn't like it.
I own it. I mean, so we could play it. I mean, I think you own it too.
No, I don't actually.
You didn't get that Games for Gold?
No.
Infinity Mints.
Come on, Jace. Work to do. It's Stock City out there.
All right.
Why doesn't he just hit it with a gun butt?
That candy's like
That candy's like 10 years old, man.
Yeah, well, that's a price I'm willing to pay. Kick. I wanted to see what that arcade game is. Poke or tempt soul with cookie. Malicious delicious. I want to play that game. I want to play that game. Why won't it? It won't. Hey. Yeah, I got candy. Bubblegum or taffy.
You just want to play that arcade game, don't you?
I do. What
Tempt
with
soul
control?
with cookie.
Yeah, with only two choices: poke or tempt soul with cookie. I mean, what's not to love? That's like in Doom. My favorite Doom 3 had my favorite fake arcade cabinet ever up until now, and it was Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3, and it was done in the. It was done in the. What do you call it? It was done like the logo looked like the Street Fighter Alpha 3 logo.
I don't know about you, but the boombox on her looks like she has super boobs.
Did they ever explain why they're like that?
It's
Like, is it just to be cool?
probably
or-
a stylistic choice.
I wonder if there's like, I wonder if there are compartments.
Armor plating, maybe. Like stylized armor plating.
Yeah,
That
kind of
way-
like the removable plate armor on the Chief.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I find it kind of amazing that Microsoft does have these really cool flagship franchises. Like I love the Gears of War franchise just because Bender is Marcus Phoenix,
Right.
and it's just I don't know. It's a lot of fun. Like the first game, like it was like super cool because like you had like the krill,
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing with
Well,
like
it was
the
the
krill.
first, whatever, like the first. It was the first like game with that whole destroyed beauty aspect or whatever. Wait, what's the krill?
Well, the krill is like the bats.
Oh, okay. Oh, I gotta die.
I like the fact that Anya's a gear now.
Who?
Anya, the blonde chick,
Oh,
because she was your
she was your liaison or whatever in the first. Whoa, that looks like a Doom bad guy.
yeah. That's one of the Lambent.
A lot has changed since I played.
Yeah. See, that's why I think it might be worth your time to go through and play the first two Gears.
So I shouldn't have just literally gotten rid of the Gears of War collection.
You have it's a disc, right?
Eli has it. I traded it for Forza.
Ask him to borrow it.
That game that I just gave you, you want to trade back for a few days?
Well, I think it's an option. I'm like, I mean, it's not like it's always out of your reach.
That's true. And I could just buy a new copy because I don't think it's that much. It's like $30, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a budget title technically. Technically. And then we can play through all of them. Me as Marcus and you as Dom.
Yep.
So I know he's your boy.
Yeah, I don't know why. Something about him just kind of spoke to me. Like, it was cool that he had, like, more of a... I felt like he was a more fleshed out character.
Marcus actually becomes very fleshed out in the end.
Right, but I mean, as far as whenever we first started playing...
That guy's considered a traitorous asshole in the series.
Well, so are you, aren't you?
Well, he flat out just went AWOL. He's a commanding officer who's like, oh, I'm just taking a faction of guys and bye.
Oh. Like in this game or in an earlier skirmish or whatever?
I think he left. Look at him as kind of like Lord Hood from Halo. It's kind of like the super commanding officer of the Cogs. And then he just...
Wait, who's Lord Hood?
went from Halo?
Which one?
The Halo franchise.
I know which one. Like, I mean, like, which... Was he in the games?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was definitely in 3.
I didn't finish 3. Remember?
Well, at the beginning of 3.
Oh, okay.
You see him, like you know, when he went to the base with the Marines? He's the one who's talking to Captain Keyes' daughter.
Ah. Man, I need to reread some of those novels.
A freaking Fall of Reach is on Netflix. Kind of like a motion novel. The freaking Hammer Burst. I hate the Hammer Burst. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with it. Like in some games, I think it's better than others.
What's the Hammer Burst?
It's what I got. It was viewed as the Locust assault rifle, but it's like a slow fire, heavy damage weapon.
Mm. The thing that kind of sucked about this game was that after it came out, you know, every game had to have a cover shooter element.
Okay, so here is my logical progression of how shooters became out. Because third person shooter has never been nothing.
Kill me.
Oh yeah, has never been anything new. Okay.
Alright.
One of the things, though, is
Man, these guys are hard.
You put it on hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things is Resident Evil 4 revolutionized the third-person shooter. Okay. First one over the shoulder. Okay. This broadened it to the cover-based.
And the roadie run.
And the roadie run.
I'm glad they got rid of the shaky camera, though. That made me sick in the first one.
I think it still exists, but I just don't think you see it in multiplayer.
Oh, I'm glad for that.
Seems like you're going a little slower, too. I don't know.
It's a good game, though. I mean, that's the thing. It's a good game. It's just not my game.
I think you would enjoy it a lot more if we did it all the way through.
Okay.
And two-player.
Like I said, I'm off tomorrow. So if you want to, I know you got to sleep after you work. So.
Yeah.
Wait, is that his dad again?
Yeah. It's probably. I think his dad's actually alive.
Hmm. So now instead of "Where's my wife?" it's "Where's my dad?"
But that was dumb, though.
Yeah. No, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Like, and Sarah's the planet, right?
Yeah.
And who's Baird?
He's the one that looks like Sid Highwind.
Oh, okay.
He's the Star of Judgment.
Is the Coal Train in this? Did he die in 2?
No, he didn't die in 2.
Okay.
But it seemingly looked like he's been replaced so far.
I know, right? Coal Train, baby! Woo!
He's my favorite character. Hands down, he is my favorite character in Gears of War. Okay, so are you excited for Doom?
I am, actually. Like, a lot. I love the idea, too, that if you fail to active reload, like, it jams.
Yeah. See, okay, so...
Man, the long shot is not for me. Woo! Peep strain, baby.
It's definitely a lot more, like once you hit your shots with the long shot, it's definitely, like, more worth it. Once you get it down using it. I am out of ammo. That bastard. Hey, I got a bolt-on pistol. That's all good. Die, you son of a bitch. So, I also bought more DVDs while I was, like I told you, I got the Mirror Mask. I bought like 3 DVDs, and one of them had Hotel Transylvania on it.
Really?
I've never seen it.
That's one of those movies that I don't think was great, but it looked like it was fun. Like, if you go in with the right mindset.
I heard it was pretty good. Fucked up my tomatoes.
What?
It said they fucked up my tomatoes because they're in the garden.
The gardener?
Oh, it's probably Jace, actually. Well, he was, like, you did see him, like...
Tending to the radishes.
I don't know. I just think, like, me and you, I think... Okay, so...
As much as we like co-op games.
Like, co-op games, it'd probably be, one of the best series of co-op games out there. I remember how we were so excited for Army of 2.
Mm-hmm. That game was fun.
We gotta go back to back.
That was still one of my favorite mechanics of any game series.
Yeah, the back-to-back series. Like, you're like infinite ammo for no reason.
Yeah, you felt the most badass when you did that.
Okay, I've got to switch weapons.
So what's the deal with the stalks? Like, that's... Okay, so Lambents are the new bad guys, or are they evolved locusts?
There's locusts that have been exposed to the emulsion. Oh, look who's in the chat.
Nice, Sandank memes. I approve Sandank memes.
Another dead Chloe. Sandank memes.
This here's a shout out from my boy Sandank memes.
And his boy Addy the Matty.
Addy the Matty? I like it. Are we going below deck?
Yep. I'm looking for ammo.
There's a fire. Grab that. Ah! We get hardcore fire extinguishing action.
You know, it's a pure...
This is the new Burning Rangers. That's one game I always wanted to play.
What's that?
Burning Rangers.
Oh, yeah?
Because if I recall, it was kind of like a... What's the word I'm looking for? Like a firefighter game, kind of. Take care of that guy. I'm taking care of this fire. Oh no, he got me. Wait, the AIs can revive you in this?
Yes.
That's pretty awesome, I will admit.
That guy's like, welcome to my shop. The Sandank memes.
What did do, Sandank memes?
Can you hear us, Sandank memes?
Phoenix, get down to the hangar. The helicopters are under attack.
You know, I still feel like for a $20 controller, this was pretty good.
Yeah.
I've been using it a lot since I keep running out of batteries for my moat with them whenever I'm playing Forza. Man, I really would love to get a steering wheel for that.
I don't know what headless chicken is.
It, for a few seconds after they die, they run around shooting their gun. Like after you shoot the head off.
That's pretty funny. And we're at the end of this pretty soon, man.
I know, I'm sorry.
I think this would be a good stopping point for us, though, because this is the beginning of a level.
Alrighty. Well then.
Sandank memes.
Sandank memes, thanks for watching.
I hope you enjoyed the awesome content.
Hopefully we will continue this tomorrow.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Perhaps it'd be just a regular live stream, because this is really the kind of the podcast for the week.
This is true. I keep forgetting that. It feels just like a live stream.
Well,
it feels natural. I feel like we got a good thing going.
Yeah, I feel like if we had like how do I put it? A partnership.
Yeah.
So
you can play with up to
4 people. I think we can play
12 people.
Yeah. Probably not in campaign.
10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Weird.
It's definitely one of those things. I think if we had time to just go through and just play through all the Gears of War,
you think I would appreciate it?
I think I think it's definitely one of those things where like we just
we need to play more of this.
Yeah.
Is it BC? Or
No.
we would have to bust out the 360?
Probably have to bust out the 360.
Dragon. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's my favorite thing about Windows phones is that you can get your gamer score up while you're playing Windows phone games. That's a phone game.
My phone game. Anyways, yep.
Well, everyone who watched, thanks for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, still thanks for watching.
Yep.
If you're watching this on television, please tell us where. That would be cool.
Yeah, don't know how it got to you.
It's in Estonia.
Estonia.
They broadcast us as national sport. A fun fact, Estonia has one of the best military rations in the world.
Please tell me it's Twinkies.
Huh? No, just the food is just pretty good. As far as military rations go, MREs, not bad.
Yeah.
I watched Ashens eat one the other day, and it looked pretty good. Anyways, thanks, people.
All right, have a good one.